Withdrawal from the European Union and leaving NATO. A shocking possible policy direction was presented by the Deputy Speaker of Slovakia's parliament after a visit to Moscow. A delegation of parliamentarians followed Prime Minister Fico's visit to the Kremlin in December. As we can see, the Russians did not miss such an opportunity. For Russians, there are no sacred things. Another church in ruins, this time in Zaporizhia. Miraculously, no one was killed. The rocket attack took place around 6 a.m. We have a man guarding the church. Thank God nothing happened to him. He heard something approaching and fled to another room. He is safe. In Kiev, 4 fatalities. Rockets and drones fell on residential buildings. In our friend's apartment, once again all the windows have blown out. I don't know what they'll do, considering it's winter. The Russians are inhumane beasts. What will people do without windows on such cold days? Some people were going to work. 4 people are dead. The Russians are monsters. Foreign delegations were in the Ukrainian capital at the time of the attack, including, among others, leaders of the Slovak opposition. It is not often that such visits occur, but here the matter is extremely serious. For several weeks now, on the Kiev-Bratislava line, one can already speak of an open diplomatic war.
We're ready to speak about energy security. I understand that this topic is sensitive. We are very open. We are ready to help Slovak people with energy stability and of course, security.
Ukraine cut off Slovakia's gas supply from Russia at the end of last year. The transit contract, which Kiev did not renegotiate with Gazprom for obvious reasons, ran out in December. For the Slovak authorities, the circumstances do not matter. The government of the Slovak Republic will decide to significantly reduce or even completely withdraw the various benefits received on the territory of the Slovak Republic by Ukrainian citizens who arrived after the war began. Fico's pro-Russian stance has been met with a wave of outrage in Slovakia. In demonstrations that are sweeping the country, the opposition is demanding an immediate change of course or surrender of power. The reaction of the Slovak people who are rallying and protesting will be that strongest instrument that can have an effect on Prime Minister Fico and his entire entourage to be removed from power. In response, Fico went a step further and sent a parliamentary delegation to Moscow to discuss ways around the Ukrainian blockade. Upon his return, in an interview, the parliamentary deputy chairman suggested that Slovakia could leave the European Union and NATO if necessary. Indeed, we have politicians who are influential and who have influence on the government, the parliament, and who can unfortunately pursue a kind of scenario that I think is being written in Moscow. While back in December, it was possible to perceive the actions of the Slovak Prime Minister as pure PR. Today, the matter is getting much more serious. In the face of a growing threat from Moscow, instead of a consolidation of the West, a progressive disintegration of the alliances is looming.